everyone, how's it going? I hope you guys are doing fine. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. And on this video I'm going to talk about Carlos Correa's latest comments, which really rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, but here we go. So Carlos Correa went to Me Gustan Los Deportes podcast, which is a Spanish podcast, and in Spanish he basically said that Derek Jeter didn't deserve all of 5 gold gloves that he won in his career. And my initial thought was, why are you bringing up his name for? Like, it didn't make any sense to me because Derek Jeter retired. He's been retired for 7 years now. He went to the Hall of Fame this past summer. Like, it just didn't make any sense. Why would he mention Derek Jeter out of all people in this situation? And we know that Carlos Correa is a free agent, and he's expected to make a lot of money. So you have teams like the Tigers, the Angels, the Mets, the Yankees, the list goes on, that can offer him a big amount of contract. My thing is that I'm a Yankee fan. For those of you who don't know, I'm a Yankee fan, diehard, lifelong Yankee fan. And I didn't overreact to the situation like many Yankee fans did, and I understand in a way their frustration and their anger, because number one, the Astros are our rival. They eliminated us in 2015, 2017, 2019. They're the reason why we didn't make the World Series in 2017 and 2019. And number two, the cheating scandal that happened in 2017. So, and another thing, oh yes, and number three, Derek Jeter is a beloved Yankee. He's arguably the most beloved Yankee of all time. Like I said, arguably. Of his generation, of course, but arguably, he could be the most beloved Yankee ever. So, I'll say this, because I'm a straight sharpshooter. I don't think that getting Carlos Correa solves all of our problems, and I'm going to tell you why. Every time, or I should say most of the time, when you wear a pinstripe, you don't deliver. I understand that when you wear that pinstripe, a lot of pressure comes along with it, high expectations. So not everyone is meant to be a Yankee. Yes, if you want to look for a big contract and play for a big market, New York is the biggest market in the US. So I personally don't believe that getting Carlos Correa solves everything. I don't think it makes the Yankees a World Series contender. Yankees, like I've always said, they have a problem in being consistent and durability. And we can't forget that Carlos Correa, he's a player that often gets injured. He's great with the bat, with the glove. And what I like about Correa is not that he's a guy that delivers more in the postseason, the regular season. And I'd rather have a guy that does that than being a guy that's great in the regular season, but absolutely chokes in the postseason. So aside from his postseason performance, I like the leadership role that he has grown. His arm strength on defense is just like, his arm is just like a cannon every time he throws to first base. Carlos Correa, when he's no stranger when it comes to being outspoken. And we started seeing that ability about him being vocal when the whole cheating scandal happened. From there to now, he's always been vocal about anything that comes to his mind. But I just feel that the whole Derek Jeter situation didn't make any sense to me. I don't know what was he was trying to accomplish with that. He probably thought that maybe it wasn't gonna get out there, but when you're a public figure, you have to be careful. It doesn't matter what station you go to. It doesn't matter what podcast you go to. It doesn't matter what language is. When you are playing for Major League Baseball, especially for a very good team like the Houston Astros, even though he's a free agent, but he spent his whole career with Houston, you have to be careful with what you're gonna say. And if you know what you're gonna say, then I don't want to hear no apologies, because if you want to have this mentality of keeping it real, then if you're going to keep it real, might as well keep that same energy. Do not apologize for it. I know that we live in a society where the Twitter mob will come at you whenever something is wrong, politically correctness, sensitivity, and all those other things. But if you truly believe what you said, then I don't want to hear no apology afterwards, because it's like, come on. But then again, sometimes it's the people in your team, in your circle, that convinces you, to just to apologize, so then all of this can go away. But I'm a firm believer that if you truly meant what you say, just stick by it. Don't apologize for it. And by the sound of it, by the sound of what he was saying, it sounded like he really did believe that Derek Jeter didn't deserve all those 5 Gold Gloves. I saw the man play the game with my own eyes. So Derek Jeter, he wasn't great, but he was good. He was good on defense. But he's made some key defensive plays, especially in the postseason. I remember when he did it in 1998 with the Indians. It was Travis Fryman, if I remember correctly. He hit it towards Derek Jeter, and he just made a phenomenal play to throw to first base. We can't forget the flip play against the A's, which is probably his most famous defensive moment. I believe in that same series in Game 5 against the A's in 2001, where he made a catch going into the third base stands. The defensive play against the Boston Red Sox in the regular season in 2004, which he made a catch and dived into the crowd, in which he came out of that bleeding in his face. So I don't want to hear this notion that he was, oh my God, he was awful and in shortstop. Like, no, that's ridiculous. He wasn't like Ozzie Smith, the Wizard. He wasn't like Ray Ordonez when he was healthy with the Mets. From a defensive standpoint, there's a lot of guys that you can take at the shortstop position that were better than him defensively at shortstop. But Derek Jeter wasn't terrible at shortstop. He held his own. He was a winner. He didn't cost his team any victories or championships. So the man has delivered. So again, I don't know what Carlos Correa was thinking. I don't know what he was trying to accomplish. But this week, many people are looking at him differently, because people already are mad at him for the scandal, like I said. And now with this, especially when you're going after a very popular athlete, a very beloved athlete like Derek Jeter, bueno, mi hijo. I don't know. Sorry to my fellow Yankee fans, but I don't feel excited at all if we do get Carlos Correa, it's not gonna prove anything as long as you deliver in October. I don't care what you do in the regular season. It's in October that matters to me.